Yeah, said I gotta do better. Yeah, that's the motto. A gift and a curse, my foot in the pedal, I never let up. I dropped the L, now it's Toro. Dubs come in first like it's Whack-A-Mole. I'ma tell them all, yeah. Can't come in last, no. Come in first, I ain't no slowpoke. Oh, it's Toro. I said, oh, it's Toro. I said, oh, it's Toro. I dropped the L and it's dubs, I ain't no more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We out in the wilderness for this one right here. Alright, alright, alright. Woo! So, yo, what the freak? Something moving out there, bro. Alright, anyway. I'm just trying to get to this one spot. I wanted to make a video. For once, just outside. Just like to have a change of scenery, because I know like inside is just so dreary all the time. So a little something different. We're gonna try this for this one time. I think I got a spot right here. Let me see. Entourage is dead. Way better. It's time out. So we gotta need the bridge for this one. I'm thinking you guys should be able to see me for this one, so I'm about to set up real quick. So we about to start right here. So I did want to, first of all, shout out to you guys that are watching my videos. Thank you, because my mission in a lot of these videos really is to provide everyone with a sense of positivity, a sense that someone is there to try to help them out, giving you any type of game or any type of anything, camaraderie or something. But I'll get into the beginning of the video. It's Toro, if you didn't know my name. So basically what I want to talk about here is leadership and I guess just success in social relations. All right. So leadership. I wanted to talk about this because this is a topic that's really, really affected my life, really been a part of my life, way more than I ever knew, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm gonna give you a little bit of background about me. I feel like I've really been put in a lot of positions where I know a lot. It's very easy for me to learn things. It doesn't take that much for me to learn how to do things, learn how to better myself. And with that skill, I've been able to do a lot of things, but I've always been limited to a certain extent. And sometimes it's am I pursuing my passion? Do I really like this thing, or am I just doing this thing because I don't know what else to do? So I'm learning how to get better at this one thing. I realize there is a formula to get better at things, and I'm still learning a little bit about it, so it might be different for everyone else. But I put down a formula for myself, what to do for me, and I feel like there's no reason. Oh my goodness gracious! Hello. So many dogs. Hi.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, let's get back to what we was talking about. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So, like, I feel like, for one, I've been in a lot of positions where I've been able to learn things way more. Like, for example, this is probably everyone understood this. You know, older people, they don't learn how to do technology a lot of times. There's a lot of old people who do know how to use their phone, know how to use a computer and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna talk about those people. I'm talking about people like, for example, my grandmother and my grandfather. They don't know how to use smartphones and computers that well. And I have to, it would a lot of times make me upset because I have to teach them things that are so simple to me that I understood like so intuitively. I'm like, I can pick up a phone like, oh, it's just like that. It's like I can open up an app for the first time and automatically know how to use it. I can do a lot of things for the first time and just automatically know how to use it. That skill of knowing how to do something for the first time and you haven't done it before, that's a skill. And a lot of people haven't been able to develop that skill. And part of being a great leader is to know how to instill that skill into people. Use your skill of doing that. Like let's say it's a person you've met for the first time and learning how to learn how their brain works and how to teach them to learn their brain as well. If I'm being honest, if you're going to live in society and you're going to look at things in the truthful manner, you have to realize that for one, you are God. For one, for two, everyone around you is God. Everything is God. And I'm not a Christian individual. I'm spiritual. So, but I'm not so I'm not like the type of people who would look at the Bible and just not want to like ever use the Bible for what it is, because the words and the wisdom in the Bible are so helpful, and they talk about a lot of great things that people need to understand. But a lot of people it gets clouded and misconstrued into a huge religious dogma that people don't want to like go into, either experiences or they know that religions have had a lot of different things they've done in the past and people don't like that. And one of the things that I've taken from the Bible is that, for one, Jesus was a great leader. He was the definition of a leader. God is the great leader. He is the supreme leader. He's the best version of a leader. Why? The reason why I said that God is everyone is because God is, I'll say the definition of God is the one who is. If you know about your mind, you know how to use your mind and manifest your mind. You have to realize that you can do whatever you want to do. Same thing as God. You read the Bible. I don't know these scriptures, but I know they literally say in the Bible that the word is all you need to do what you want to do in your life. All you got to do is believe it, say it, and it is done. So the reason I bring that up, I'm gonna bring that back to people. Your mind. The reason I'm able to control my mind and learn how to do things for the first time is because I have belief in myself. I know how to gather every single part of me and direct it, and direct my concentration, direct myself in a way that's going to help me, in a way that's going to keep me feeling good emotionally, keep me motivated, keep me captivated, focused, and for the long term and the short term, depending on the situation, to help myself, create something, do something, to come forward to a goal. So, whenever you bring that same exact concept to people and leading people, you realize that the only way for you to lead people is you have to be able to communicate with them in a manner that's going to work for them. Now, a lot of successful people have only learned how to create with themselves and not effectively with anyone else. They've only learned how to communicate with themselves, and you become selfish, and you create all this wealth and knowledge only for yourself because you haven't learned how to bring that to someone else. And that creates instances when you don't have the skills or the patience to deal with people, to lead people, to be friends with people, to associate with all different types of people, all different types of yourself. Because everyone else is yourself, is an extension of yourself, a mirror image of yourself. That would be, if I was to bring that back, if I was a bad leader and I didn't know how to, let's say I had like a company, I didn't know how to lead my employees, that would come back to me. Like if I was gonna say I didn't know how to lead myself, there would be certain aspects of myself that I just didn't want to talk to, I didn't know how to communicate with. I wouldn't know, let's say a certain behavior that I had was that I didn't like to wake up early in the morning, and I would beat myself up, and I wouldn't know how to tell myself the right way that I would be able to understand to wake up in the morning. Let's say I had a problem with eating right, I wouldn't know how to tell myself the right way to get myself, motivate myself, focus on what I need to focus on to eat right, and so on and so forth. Every other, I can bring up a bunch of other examples for ways that I would need to better communicate with myself, better lead myself, better motivate myself. And that's the same thing when you go back to people. if you don't learn how to motivate people, work with people, you're going to be held back through success. Because at the end of the day, if you can only work with yourself, you're missing out on all the opportunities that come when you have a group of people who come together, love each other, know how to help each other, and lead each other, motivate each other. And then another way to look at it is like, you can look at yourself as one generator of wealth, a single generator of happiness or success and whatever you want. Now, you can have a group of people and you're that one generator that's working efficiently. These people around you, they don't know how to generate for themselves. And you aren't learning how to use their energy or help them use their energy to start generating more energy. So know what happens then? They just start pulling off your energy. So know what you gotta do? Now you gotta start working harder and harder to try to keep them up with you. And then you're wondering why they aren't able to keep up with you. Because you're in the position of leadership. You come into the position, power is leadership. Knowledge is power. I'll say this. Power, if you have more power than another person, not even more power period. If you have power, that means you have an obligation to lead, if I'm being honest. So if you're neglecting your obligation, you're neglecting your responsibilities to lead effectively, then you're going to have the consequences. That's karma. That karma is going to come back to you in one way or another. It could be like, I'll say for example, like, I think about this, and I'm gonna get into it. I usually hold my tongue about certain topics that aren't fully on what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna talk about it this time. So I usually think about like the alpha male community, the red pill community, all these masculine things that are out here to help men and haven't learned those things, and I really do agree with a lot of the topics they talk about. I like the movement and everything, but some people take that knowledge and their position to then create a culture where men do not respect women, do not learn how to be good leaders, and only learn how to be someone who is used, only learned how to be a slave. Because you become a slave to your power if you don't learn how to be an effective leader. A slave master has a lot of power, but his slaves have none. And they have no way to create power. So you know what they gotta do? They gotta feed off of your power. If you are a male who only goes about dating life in a way that, okay, my woman needs to feed off of my power, and then you get upset because you don't learn how to teach them how to learn how to make their own power, and you get upset because all these women trying to take all my money, they're not doing anything. It's like, well, sir, you have the masculine energy here. She has the feminine energy. Feminine is negative. Positive is masculine. Masculine, there's a reason why people get so triggered by this stuff, but it's principles to this stuff, and I'm gonna break it apart. There's masculine energy and there's feminine energy. Feminine energy is used to create, but you know what it needs? It needs some addition to it. That's why sperm meets an egg and it creates something. Now, what is going to be the property of what it creates? Is it going to be more negative or positive? It's going to have its own life of its own? That depends on what the two people do together. The two energies, negative and positive, masculine and feminine, do together. Now, if your positive energy is not adding anything or adding the wrong type of energy, adding more energy, feeding into that negative energy of take, then that person's only going to learn how to take and never learn how to add. You get what I'm saying? It's really that simple. I'm breaking it another way. I'm gonna say it like this: once you're a masculine, I'm gonna separate. That's what I said I was gonna do. I was gonna separate it so you wouldn't be tied to a gender. So, like I said, negative is feminine, positive is masculine. In the general sense, men are masculine and feminine are females, right? That's the reason why in the Bible, before things were changed and more things were opened up more, people the sense of ideas were centered around a male and a female being together only, and then that male using their masculine energy to lead and create a female, or help a female create herself to be in a better, more leading way. Hello. Have better leading properties of themselves. So now we realize that men aren't the only people who can have masculine energy. Men and women and everything in between have masculine and feminine energies. There's degrees to everything. Now you can look into it and start pondering on this and figuring out how and what inside all the energies inside of yourself, and what's positive and what's negative inside of you. But that takes time. But I'm going to then break it down. The reason that that's so is so that we can create relationships. Relationships aren't going to be effective and healthy unless both people are adding and creating more into it. Everyone has to be in tune with their own negative and positive energies inside. And if you have figured out how to be in tune with your positive and negative energies and everything's balanced, you need to figure out who you're going to be with, whether it's a work relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, life partner, and figure out how you can benefit that person in every single way to create a life where your relationship together is going to be productive and not unhealthy, and you guys are both creating energy. You're both generators doing their own thing. Great property of a leader is to be able to create great leaders. That's what we gotta do. So many people going by. Ooh, look at the little doggo. Ooh, hello. He's scary. I'm not gonna hurt you. Damn. Nah, that's fine. Come on, Sheba. Yo, Sheba doesn't smoke. All the smoke. You have a good one. Alright. So let me go back. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. But basically I'm just saying, like, if you keep on encountering situations over and over again where you are the only one who knows what to do, maybe that means you're supposed to tell somebody what to do. It doesn't mean always just hey, do this, do that. That means to learn how to do it in a way that's going to be harmonious for your guys' relationship together. No matter what type of relationship it is. Within yourself or outside, within and without. There's no separation. There might be different outside ways of doing it, but it's always the same principle. What happens on the inside is always the same on the outside. But yes, that's basically what I wanted to address here. I think I've come up to the topic here, and I've sliced it up and diced it up and presented it in a way for people to understand it really good. I hope so. Yeah, this has been Meditate. My name's not Meditate. It's Toro. Behind the horns, you already know what's going on. It's Toro. But thank you for watching the video. Please comment, subscribe, like the video if you liked it, dislike it, whatever. I don't care. I hope this is positive to you. You already know what's going on, man. It's heart of a bull, horns of a bull. Toro, we out. You already know it. The full moon is full, just like my heart. I don't mean to do that. Now I'm just spitting bullshit. But anyway, yeah, I'll see y'all later. Next video. Bye. Oh yeah! Motherfucker, you just made it to the end of the video. Just wanted to say, guys, to my right here, you got another video on my channel. Go watch that. What you got right here, another video on my channel. Go watch that one. What you got here in the middle right here, you got some links to my music channel and my regular channel. Give me a follow. You already know what's going on. Yeah, come back for more. Thank you. I'm out here. Like I said, heart of a bull. We out. Toro.